What'd you guys do for New Year's? What'd you guys do for Christmas and Kwanzaa?
Nothing for Kwanzaa.
I went on a Kwanzaa crawl.
Oh yeah, the bar crawl. That shit was fun.
I walked past your house. I am going to find a way to make Kwanzaa Crawl better, or not make Kwanzaa Crawl better, but make it my own and make it better than what they did.
Wait, so what happened?
All right, so Kwanzaa Crawl basically is they give you pay $40 and you buy you get a ticket, you get a wristband.
Okay.
And with that wristband, you can get into any black-owned bar for that day because it's closed for everybody else.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a wristband, you can't get into the bars, right? So they monopolize the bars for that night. Mm-hmm. Now, here's what they do. Their deal with the bars is the bars are charging you an extra 20% on what they usually charge on regular days. So if you're paid
$40 and then
exactly, and you're paying for drinks. So that's the incentive for the bar to get the bar to close their bar off for that day and keep people to come in. Now, Kwanzaa Crawl has about, I would say, 500, maybe 400 to 500 people. Mm-hmm. There's about 12 to 15 black bars in Brooklyn, 7 in Harlem, because those are where the Kwanzaa Crawls take place, right? So check this out. What they do is they hold it. Oh, I'm slapping the mic. They hold it to from 12 all the way to 12. So 12 to 12, essentially for 12 hours basically. They close the bars off unless you're a friend. Say I own the bar and you my man's, you're getting in. I don't care what this Kwanzaa Crawl shit is. You're getting in. But they still charge you the price that people are paying for the high amount of alcohol purchasing, and they're taking that 20% and keeping it because they're closing their bar for that day. So a bar that would normally make this amount of money is going to close their bar for that day, but a bar that doesn't make any money regularly will be making more money for that day because of the Kwanzaa Crawl. So they charge us $40. We get beaten ahead. The bars are making money and they're getting notoriety because we're all attending the bars. Yeah. And you're going to 4 bars throughout the day for 2 hours. So in the beginning, you're excited because it's like, oh, I'm bar crawling, blah, blah, blah. But when you get to the second bar, it's a drag for the next 2 hours because you're tired.
You just want to stay at one bar.
Exactly.
You're not 20 years old anymore.
Exactly. You already hit your snag. They provided dollar vans to take people from bar to bar, basically. And then you're on a specific route. You can't breach your route because the colors are specific to that route. Mm-hmm. However, like in regular black people fashion, it's not really set up to the point where you can, if you go to another bar, you can get in another bar because they didn't tell anybody about the wristbands. Yeah. They have bouncers, but the bouncers only know to look for a wristband. They don't know what color wristband it is. Yeah. They don't know what the wristband means.
So people were just doing whatever.
So people could just walk in. So people were splitting up and leaving their bar crawl to go to another bar. They were contacting people to see where the lit bar was at, and they were going to that bar. So in my mind, I know how I can make this better and how I want to improve on it and possibly take it for my own. I'm not going to call it Kwanzaa Crawl. I'm going to call it something else. And then I'm going to contact specific people who I know own bars, or I'm going to go to those same bars that I went to, speak to the owners, and try to hold it onto my own, and either become a leader for the Kwanzaa Crawl and take over, or just create my own crawl and just run with that shit.
Build, baby, build. 2020.
The base crawl.
Holla. Ooh.
But it was interesting. It was interesting. It was my first time doing it fully. Last time I snuck in, but this was my first time going from beginning to end. And I was like, yo, this could be done much better. Much better. It's basically running around with your friends for 8 hours. So if like we all buy into one specific person's team and just run around with him, we can then house the wristbands and get our mans in without having our mans pay for the wristbands.
Wait, so how many people participated in this crawl?
I would say 4 to 500. But they split up into groups. So I had a group of about 50, and then what they would do, they would partner the bars. So if I go to the first bar, it would be 2 separate teams.
Thing is, man, I feel like
if I go to the second bar,
if you're gonna drink for that long, you have to have food breaks in between.
No, the food was provided from the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
But you would be paying 12% extra compared to what you would normally spend if you were to go by yourself.
So I'm gonna spend $40 to spend
extra?
12% extra, bro. And
I guess it's just the exclusivity.
So
if the drink is $8, you're paying $10.
I think it's just to be able to
Damn,
have
like-
less people there. I feel like it's really just there.
I guess that makes sense, but
We're basically closing.
I
To
feel
let
like
people
400 or
come
500
in.
people is not enough to like. How many bars did y'all go through?
It's 4 per group, 40 in each group.
Is that a lot? I guess
You
it depends
can't,
on
like,
the size
it's
of the
Depending
bar.
on how you drinking.
like we would probably have to like estimate and crunch the numbers. I think. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
we
could.
have to play around the numbers. Yeah.
What would
Yeah.
you do though? Like, would you have less bar? Oh yeah, you just said. Fuck.
Don't
Don't
give
say
it
that.
I'm not
up.
gonna
Yeah,
sell
yeah,
my.
if I-
I'm not gonna sell my genius idea.
Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
But yeah, I'm gonna fuck that
Baseball
whole.
crawl. Ooh,
I'm
I
gonna
almost thought I
blow
had
that whole
alliteration.
idea.
But I think it's good if
And-
you see
and shake that
something-
shit up, bro.
If you see something that's good, already successful, and you can make it better.
OD.
Where it works
That's
out.
why we're
where it
doing
works out
anime
better.
content.
That's how Apple started.
Well, it works out better for.
That's how Apple
it's a
continues
better
to exist.
experience for the people who are going. That's the most important thing. You create a better experience for them, better experience for the owners, and better just a better overall experiences. That's
That's pretty
ideal,
dope, bro. That's pretty
ideal,
dope.
man.
Yeah, their show was fire. Like I thought, I looked at the aesthetics and all that, but it's the people who can ruin it. It's human error. Human error can ruin their Kwanzaa Crawl. That's the
Fucking
issue.
people.
But
So
they can
AI.
they can limit
We-
that.
We just do it with
AI
robots,
They
bro.
can limit that human error. That's the thing. They can limit the human error.
By eliminating humans.
But they just don't know. They're not thinking that way, nor are they.
You think they're being complacent?
I think they're set. I think they're set.
They're just like, oh yeah, we got a good thing going. Whatever.
Exactly.
Autopilot.
That's why I think it can be better because I think
Yeah,
they're like,
I
they
can see
reached the
that.
plateau and they're like, yo, this is good enough.
Yeah.
We're good, and it can be done way better,
I can see.
way
Keep
more
that in mind,
concise,
flesh it out,
way more
for sure.
concise, and way cleaner. But yeah.
Flesh it out,
So
man.
Kwanzaa Crawl, Christmas spent with the family.